Hello world, welcome back to Agile on the Trail. I'm your host Voices, and today is week 20 in review. All right, well, we decided to not worry so much about trying to catch up on how many days were plus or minus. I believe 5 days. We started off at mile marker 1629 with the intent of doing 13.2 miles a day on average for the whole entire week, bringing it to a total of, I think, 92.4 miles total for the week. Well, happy to report by the end of the week, we hit 94.7 for a total average of 13.53 a day. So we met our goal. We didn't really buy back that much in, how many days we're behind schedule. We just didn't fall back further behind schedule, and we just kept schedule. During this time, we did not take a true zero. However, we did take multiple Neros, 2 Neros during that time. Successful week 20. And hopefully we will continue to build upon that going forward all the way to Katahdin. All right, everybody. Retro's up next. Hope you enjoyed today's week 20 in review. Hey, welcome back to week 20 in retrospect. I am hiking, so therefore I'm pointing the camera forward. Anyways, let's get to it. Started off the week pretty much setting the expectation that I'm not going to worry too much about trying to make up days. And for the most part, I did not. However, I did not fall behind, which is good. What this allowed me to do is enjoy the trail a little bit more and not worry so much. However, not wanting to fall behind also made me push when I was tempted to zero or spend more time somewhere. It's a good balance because I got kidnapped and I pretty much Nero'd at the end of the long trail. And those two things right there, if you take those away, I could have had pretty much 2 more full days of hiking. What I wouldn't have is the great experience with friends on the trail and decent resupply. When I say decent resupply, I felt rushed both times. And that's not a good thing because I didn't get what I need per se. Either bought too much or didn't get the right thing or missed something that I should have picked up. So this next resupply, I am going to really be meticulous about my gear, considering I'm about to hit the whites, and be very conscious of what I'm buying and why I'm buying it for, and making sure that I have just enough to get me from point A to point B. So going forward, yes, I need to be very keenly aware of my resupplies and what I really need and what I don't need. Carrying too much weight, there's a lot of people on this trail that carry a lot more weight than I do and move a lot faster. However, I'm not them. I'm me. And me, well, I like to carry as little weight as possible while trying to put in some miles. My pace isn't that fast. It's not really that slow either. I have been complimented by several people about the fact that I do hold a decent pace. In the current terrain that I'm in right now, it's 1.5 miles an hour. When it was in the much cruisier terrain of Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, 2.5. So yeah, I mean, I'm only a few days behind, 5 days specifically behind schedule, but I'm still have more than 2 weeks of a buffer that I can use in order to summit Mount Katahdin before the dreaded October 15th cutoff. And, well, other than the later part of Vermont, this past week from Vermont has been a little bit more scenic, a little less muddy. The mud's still there. However, I don't think they understand the use of switchbacks. It's either straight up or straight down. And that's why towards the end of the day, I'm winded, I'm tired. I also have been increasing my intake of B vitamins for energy via the Mio drinks and electrolytes via Propel. And that has done wonders for my energy levels throughout the day. Also the fact that there's been next to nothing in the way of cramping of the leg muscles, which absolutely suck when they happen. All right, can't really think of anything else for the retrospective. Hope you enjoyed the view here. I'm going to, well, I think I got another big climb coming up. And then afterwards, when I get a nice cruisy part like this, I will do next week's planning, week 21 on the trail planning. Hello world, this is week 21 planning. All right, well, we're still in the phase of pulling 13.2s. I know I'm 5 days behind schedule, and Sunday, first day of week 21, is technically if we were on schedule, the last day to be pulling a 13.2. But like I said, we're 5 days behind schedule. So if we stay 5 days behind schedule, it will be Friday, end of day Friday, where we hit the 1,800 mile mark and then proceed into the whites, where the next phase has us doing 9.9. And that is exactly the plan that we're going to do. We're going to pull 13.2s all the way to Friday, and then on a Saturday do a 9.9 through the whites. For the life of me, I forgot what the number is. I think it's like 94 point something miles total. But we will be crossing the 1,800 mile mark and starting into the whites this week. And that is week 21 in planning. Hope you enjoyed the view. Hope you guys enjoyed these videos. Week 20 in review, week 20 in retrospect, and week 21 in plan. I now return you to your regularly scheduled broadcast. Man, I can't speak. It's end of the day. I'm tired. Later all.